I'm Vicky, and I'm joined by Erika you might have noticed actually her beautiful scarf. I'm just going to draw attention to it because I've heard that it is made from orange peel. I'm going to hold up this as well because it is pretty spectacular as well.
Okay, thank you. So I'm Erika Arena, I'm from Italy, and I'm the co-founder of Orange Fiber. We basically transform the byproducts of oranges into sustainable materials for fashion. So we have patented a process to transform whatever is left after your morning juice into a fiber that can be used for fashion. And it's not rival to food because we take it after the juice is squeezed, and we actually prevent byproducts to be disposed.
So we've heard a bit about orange fiber, but how exactly is it made?
We actually work with the squeezer, and we extract a cellulose from the peels of the oranges. So that cellulose is then turned into a yarn, whether a staple fiber or a continuous filament, and then we weave it in Como, in the silk district back in Italy, and then we sell it to brands that then dye it or print it or then finishing it as they want. So they can either print it, as in this case, or they can work in a jacquard, as in this case, for instance.
You know, it is spectacular. So we've seen two items here that are looking very polished and very clean, but did you have any disastrous prototypes or serious challenges along your way to getting here?
Well, we always had. When you start from lab, everything is under control. But when you start from like that small grams to 1 kilo, and then from 1 kilo to 1 ton, anything can happen. So when we started, we just had a small sample made in the lab of the university back in Milan, and all the way to make a big production of over 2 tons, everything happened. So we had like the lab saying, oh, what are you like sending us? This is just dry juice. It's like, no. Okay, we did it so many times, and finally we had something that was accepted by the fashion industry, and now the big challenge is how we make it scalable, how we really create an alternative that can be undertaken by a lot of brands and not just a few high-end luxury brands.
And you do have an example of where you have worked with a really, really big brand. How did you work with them, and how did you scale the product?
Yeah, so the first client ever was Salvatore Ferragamo, and they are an Italian brand, and they decided to launch a capsule collection with us back in 2017, and we produced for them more than 10,000 meters of fabric. And after that, we launched this last April 2019, this unique garment actually in a conscious exclusive from H&M. Yeah. And this one has gone sold out within 1 hour. It was put online, and actually H&M decided to adopt this idea and actually piloting it in their supply chain after a collaboration that dated back in 2015 and started with winning the Global Change Award from H&M Foundation, not the group, that it's awarding innovation trying to make fashion more circular.
And so how did you get into this? What was your journey?
A totally different life. So I have a background in communication, and at the time when my co-founder asked me to support her with this product, I was basically working in development cooperation, so United Nations Development Program somewhere in Egypt. So it was totally different life, but I've always been very fascinated by sustainability. That was more social, this is more environmental, but at the end of the day, fashion is something that we use to express ourselves and the values we believe in. So for me, it has become a way to make people more aware of our environment and how our choices are actually changing the world and can change the world.
And so what is next for Orange Fiber?
Well, we are right now doing an equity crowdfunding campaign. I don't know if you are familiar with that, but it's like crowdfunding, but you buy stakes of the company, basically, on a platform. And this is for increasing our production capacity back in Sicily, because we work in Sicily at the time, but we have also extended our patent in all of the countries where the orange juice is made. So next step is to scale up the production We have a minimum step that is already achieved with fundraising that was for a 30-ton production. And so next one will be 60-ton production. So we are running after that for 2 more weeks. And so scaling is the real next thing for us.
And finally, where can we buy products or get our hands on products that Orange Fiber?
Following our social media, we'll keep you posted. We launched just yesterday a collaboration with a fashion house back in Italy that is doing ties for men. Actually, they are hand-printed in the UK, so it's an Italian fabric, but then hand-printed here. So this will be the next product released. We think within 6 to 9 months available on the market.
And we'll keep our eyes out for more collaborations as well. If it's sold out within an hour, I know I need to be quick off the mark. Erika might not say, but they're actually also looking for fundraising as well.
Yeah, with this equity crowdfunding campaign. So if you are curious, you can just look for Orange Fiber brand, and you'll find all the information.
Amazing. Thank you. So you heard it here first. Clothes made with the bits left over from your morning orange juice. Thank you, Erika. And we're going to have some samples.